What's going on, Knuckleheads? GKM Gaming here with another LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video for you. And today, I want to deep dive into a classic space team, right? We're going to look at a few classic space teams. But first, I want to look at the stats for Alan and Leo. I finally got those max stats, courtesy of my girl, Tipster Rooney. That was my Discord, not yours, by the way. Jessica Rugo hitting me up, as always. So Alan's got a nice 2,500 defense stat, 20,000 and a half HP, and almost 3,000 on his attack. You throw that in there with a 115 speed. This is definitely one of the speedier tanks in the game. And I love the way that his basic works, where he's kind of like more of a taunt stealer / taunt clearer. So it does kind of help. His basic also is going to throw clumsy on people. The speed is definitely going to be something really useful for him. Moving on to my guy, Alan. Almost a 5,000 attack. This guy hits. On top of that, he has that one ability where I think if they have like 100% HP or something, he's doing 400% damage to people, which is honestly just insane with that attack stat. His HP is not bad, 16,000. 122 speed though. Again, these guys are not slow, and you're getting those speed buffs from gens as well. A little bit from Gorwell too if you're running it with Gorwell, as I am probably going to say my first impression was the best team to run these guys with was a full classic space Gorwell team. We're going to take a look at that team thanks to Tipster sending us some footage. Then we're going to take a look at a couple other teams that Tipster sent me, one of which I actually think works a little bit better than the Gorwell Classic Space team, but that's only from looking at the footage and seeing it in a match. So let's get right into it here against a full kind of like spooky type castle team. This team is, I mean, it still gives people trouble, and it's definitely one of the more prevalent teams on the meta. Personally, I would run Egon over Magisto, but Magisto does add a lot to that Trader Transport team. The big thing about these guys really is Alan's passive. Basically, when he dies, right, he has still, if he dies with a revive token, which he pretty much should get as long as he doesn't die first, he's got a 70% chance to bring himself back. And whenever he dies, he gives a Basil-esque 30% heal, and also a 30% nuke to the other team. So this means that it doesn't matter if you have level 3 or star 3 Alan or 7-star Alan. That damage is not based on his stats when he dies. It's based on their own percentage, which honestly, it makes him really powerful at a low star level. So just looking at the first match, kind of tore through the spooky team, got to the Gorwell ultimate. Bada boom, bada bing, that's that. Let's take a look at it against another team that's been rising in popularity in the beta server. I guess it really doesn't matter anymore, but it's kind of like an Imperial Pirates hybrid team with Magisto. Captain Flameheart actually sent me some footage of this team a little while back. Just close Discord so you guys don't keep getting those noises. I've been wanting to do a video actually on this particular team. Haven't gotten really much time to do it. Been super sick. But it's a, you know, the Ernest LaCoy and non-such combo, it works really, really well with Scarlet and Redbeard, which is still a really good combo. But you're seeing it right now. The big damage from Alan, although he just got countered. Alan also having that, not Alan, Leo having that 100% disarm is really nice. They bring a lot of really good, like, you're seeing this pirate team is riddled with debuffs. And because they are both classic space, and techie, they're getting all of the benefits, right? The anti-debuff benefits that come from the Galaxy Explorer. Now, we haven't even really seen too much revive. Like, one thing I notice in these matches is they have a revive option that doesn't even really have to come into play for this team to dominate. So we're taking a look at them in a mirror match. right? So that's another good indication of how good is a team, how good does it do in a mirror match. You want to make sure that it's not something that is so cheesy that it can't beat itself when it's on defense. And I think we're about to see here that the advantage is obviously going to the attacking team. So you have Jens with that big ultimate. I think Gorwell is huge for this team because gives the AoE heal on her ultimate. On top of that, you are getting healing from Alan. Alan also has chances to revive other characters. I think we might actually see a revive in this battle. So you're seeing Gorwell's a little bit low, but by the time they get to her, and this is a really fast, like equally fast team, still she got to her ultimate. I still think she's actually about to die here, if I remember correctly. She definitely dies in this battle. But I think Alan brings back Reed. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misremembered. Oh, no, he did. Yeah. No, he didn't. No, he did. He bought back Reed. There you go. So you saw a revive. Again, no revive tokens anymore. He cleared that one revive token. I'm seeing maintenance tokens tossed all around. Like, literally, Leo's maintenance tokens. You get a butt ton of them, you know, for lack of a better word. And they give him really, really big damage. This team also has some great come from behind potential. Like, even in a mirror match, just as long as you still have Alan alive and you've got those revives, it's really insane. It's almost like having, I think someone described it as having Basil and Aurora, and maybe it was Yuppie, or Basil and or at least Basil and Aurora combined into one figure, which is really, really nice. Plus he does some damage and has some good offensive stats. So Tipster, as she does, also said, hey, I'm going to send you a team that I really like. And she swapped out Gorwell for Digi J. So I was definitely a little skeptical. I was like, there's no way this team is going to be that good. But let's check it out against the team that I perceive to be the best team in the meta right now. And let's actually talk about what Jay is going to bring to the table for our kind of classic space techie hybrid team. You know, he does have that little bit of synergy with the Galaxy Explorer and with the other guys. But what does Jay actually really bring into the table? Well, he's got that big buff, which, you know, can give speed up to all the heroes. You know, it's not 100%, but it is a pretty good 70% chance. And then if he has critical chance up to, you know, he could also give some bonus pep to people. He also has that big AoE pep reduction, which I can actually see how in a mirror match, or not necessarily a mirror match, but in a match against that Gorwell Classic Space team, Jay could be a good answer because he's giving that pep reduction and giving the edge back to this team. Plus, he brings that machine gun mentality when he's, you know, knocking off all those little assist and basic attacks. Plus, Jay's got some really good stats as is. It's just a really solid figure to have. So I liked what I saw from Jay there. Next little interesting combo Tipster threw at me, and I like this a lot because I like this fifth character, Quincy. So what does Quincy bring into this team? Well, I talked about it in the Quincy rework, how I felt like his rework actually works really well with the Galaxy Explorer. I felt like a lot of the changes they made with his skill up and his passive and things like that, yeah, and his abilities in general, I think Quincy actually works really, really well with the Galaxy Explorer. So his heal got a little bit of a buff, a little extra percentage there when only 1% per buff, but I do like the extra percentage that he's getting there. Plus, any of these other heroes with 80% or more health that are going to be kept healthy, potentially through Alan dying and coming back, you know, he's going to be giving them max health up. Plus, he's offering now Bricked with his buff immunity. I like Quincy a lot. I like the speediness of this character. And I do actually like what I'm seeing happening in this match. And again, this is another match versus that Gorwell team, right? And we're not talking about your 3 or 4 star Gorwell that I'm running, or like a regular person running. This is a maxed out Gorwell with all, you know, these are whales. You're looking at the whale server right now. So you're seeing some stuff go down. Now, what I really want you to pay attention to is you're looking at this video, you're probably like, why are you even showing me this? Like, obviously, the Quincy team ain't it. And I don't necessarily think that Quincy was the reason that this team, spoiler alert, this team is going to win this match. It's not, I don't think it's necessarily because of Quincy. It is really, really showcasing how good Alan is. Now, there's some insane RNG going on here. You've seen this Alan get dodge and miss. Now he brings back Reed. They kill Gorwell. Alan finally dies, heals them up. Bam, and Leo just smashes that gen. Alright, the last team I want to look at is a kind of classic space, techie, Slimer Egon hybrid. You know, the bread and butter of LEGO Legacy is Slimer and Egon. You could put them pretty much together with anything. I like this combo. I don't even mind leaving out Reed because you're kind of leaving him out for Slimer. Still probably the best figure in the game. And when you combine Slimer with Egon, you're getting some really good stuff. So what I do really like about this is you're getting that double ultimate, like on that classic space techie team that people have been running for a long time. And now we're starting to see two new figures that can kind of be swapped in. So Reed is kind of been taken out, and even Gorwell is gonna see a little, I don't want to say less play, because I still think your best option is to run the classic space with Gorwell, although what I saw with DigiJ wasn't bad either. There was a few other matches I didn't throw in here, so I only really showed you the DigiJ versus the Gorwell match, so it didn't really showcase necessarily why Jay was so good for that team, but I saw some other matches that really did. Well, that's pretty much all I got for you today, Knuckleheads. Just remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications, and as always, remember to knuckle up.